Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Did I see VTubers playing Street Fighter 6 you reacted to yesterday crying about you on X? No. And I don't care. I have the right to criticize their insanely high-pitched squeaking voices. I mean, I couldn't stand watching the clip. I didn't even care about the gameplay. Like, I couldn't even concentrate to see if they were good at the game because their voices are so goddamn high-pitched, it's piercing to the brain. It's like a sonic boom into your head. You're like, oh my god, I can't even think straight. I'm losing brain cells. So, you know, they gotta tone that shit down if they want normal people to listen to it. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. But anyway, thank you for the $2 tip.
Why do I avoid chat so much? Because isn't it obvious I completely hate people, right? I'm insanely antisocial. I hate everyone.
I've stayed out of a lot of stuff. Okay, over the years. I'm a relative newcomer when it comes to various different things. And one of the things that I'm a newcomer to is what they're calling the sector, whatever. But apparently these people in this sector, they talk about me a lot. And it's funny because I know nothing about these people whatsoever. I have no involvement with any of them. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be less involved. Yet these people always try to, like bring me up or involve me in a negative way. Alright? So this morning, in my timeline, there's a tweet from this person, Anton. In light of falling revenue, COG has been inspired by They Call Me DSP to implement some of his begging tactics. Now, I don't know who COG is. I literally don't know COG at all. Like, if there was a stone on the ground sitting right there, I might think that's COG. I really have no clue who this person is. Never seen them before. Never spoken with them. Never watched their content. Never talked about them until this very moment. Correct? Okay, fair enough.
That's the definition of a drama queen. Seriously.
So here is something from their Discord. Because you can tell that this is Discord because they're tagging everyone, and that's a Discord tag right there. So here's what this person COG has to say about me. I watched a DSP clip today, instantly laughed, but I'm also doing a one-day thing today, inspired by DSP's grifting. Gonna make a dono throne for the top donor just for today. God, this is funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Okay? Okay. So, who is COG? Well, if you actually check the timeline, alright, and you look at people tweeting about this guy, to say the least, it's not flattering. People are basically saying that this guy is on his last legs, that at one point he was a creator who got a lot of attention and had, like, you know, basically, he was someone who had a lot of success. But now, apparently, that's all ended, right? Like, basically, his streams don't make money anymore. No one really pays attention. Someone, in this line of, like, tweets, someone's like, yeah, so I caught up with COG, and he literally gets, like, 1 to 2 interactions per post anywhere. Like, rather it's in his Discord, on social media. Like, this guy has no interaction whatsoever. No one pays attention to him at all. Yet, this is what he used to do for a living. So, it's like, this is pretty much the end for him. Like, he's completely irrelevant at this point, right? So, I read this. So, someone tweeted this to me. You see, I'm in there. I'm involved, right? So, I take a look at it, and I'm like...
Stop being a drama queen.
Let me put it this way, okay? I don't necessarily think that this is, like, a big slam or anything, right? But here's the funny part about him saying this, correct? I just had the 2 most successful months of the last, like, 5 years. You understand that? I made bank.
Where's the money go? Where's the money go?
Back in August, and even September, a month away from having that Kino Casino push. Them being on vacation, not getting any real big collabs or anything. I had a really good month in September as well. It was up from what I normally would have for a normal month for myself, right? So, I'm coming off of some of the best months that I've had in ages. I'm successful. I'm talking about being able to buy a new streaming PC because I can afford it now. I've done all these crazy upgrades to my setup. You know, we're talking about all this stuff. So he's laughing because I said, it's funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Hello, it works. What you do is you hype your stream up in a positive way to make people want to contribute because then they get hyped for it. For example, literally right now, we have 366 viewers. We have 74 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes right now. Like, what's holding us back from having 100 likes? Nothing. Click the like button. It's easy. It's free. It helps this channel a lot. If you're here to enjoy the podcast, which most of you are, I'm not sure you're not all pocket watching a-holes who hate me, right? Please click the like button right now. Let's get it to 100 likes, right? Our top super chat of the day is an $8 super chat from I'm Troublesome. Let's get someone to dethrone I'm Troublesome and get a new person to sit atop that throne and get recognition to be the top contributor.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and brainwashes his viewers into contributing.
Let's get someone to tip. Right now we have $2 in tips, a measly $2 for the king. We could do better than that. We could absolutely do better than that. Right now, let's get a tip to be the top tipper. That's above $2. Okay. So what is wrong with what I just did exactly? Ha ha ha. This is funny watching him beg someone. Am I sitting here saying, please, please, send me your dollars, please. I'm destitute. I'm on the street. I'm going to be living in a cardboard box if you don't send me $2. What is he talking about?
I'm pretty much to the point where, yeah, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is. Just a reminder, guys, if you want to help me out, and please, if you can today, please tip me. Like I said, yesterday tips were really, really light. And tomorrow, I'm actually going out earlier than usual this week. So any tips you know, today are going to directly help me, like, afford my groceries and stuff tomorrow. So please tip me if you can today. Okay, guys? Man, my bills are coming due, and I really need to have money for groceries this week. So if you could please contribute to my stream. Please send me a tip, by the way, because I need the money right away. So please do that right now and help me out.
It's called being a hype man. It's called getting a positive show together, getting people amped for your content, getting your audience wanting to support it by just mentioning they can contribute. This is different than sitting here and begging, oh, I need to pay for something now. Please send me the monies for it. What are you talking about, right? The guy is a fucking moron, right? Like, what is he talking about here? Again, I'm coming off of my 2 most successful months in years. People are talking about DSP. They want involvement with DSP. I got people who want me on their shows. I've got crossovers going on. I got interviews lining up. Like, what kind of criticism is this? If you are someone who is failing, your views are failing, your support is failing, right? Then you should probably try to learn from your betters, correct? Right? You should try to, like, oh, this is something that works for someone else, right? Why would you laugh at the tactic that works? Instead, you should try to adopt it or learn it. And it sounds like that's what he's going to do. He says, oh, for a one-day thing, I'm going to do a dono throne for the top donor. So I'm curious, did he do it? How much money did he make? Like $1, right? So, so here's my response tweet to it this morning. Someone who is miserable and failing should seek to emulate those who are successful. Indeed, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. It's true. If he's saying, oh, I'm going to copy that, right? It basically means he knows it works. So then why are you trying to make fun of it? It doesn't work when you're failing and you're trying to make fun of someone else who's successful. You have to make fun of someone who, like, it's effective. You know what I'm saying?
Phil is a thief and a scammer.
This is not effective because no one likes you. No one supports you now. So for you to criticize someone else who's doing something that works, it doesn't work. Your criticism is invalid. You just look like a jackass, right? So, again, these are the interactions I'm getting now. It's like we had the Ethan Ralph shit. And by the way, I didn't even follow up on that. We will in a second. Ethan Ralph completely pussied out. He said he was going to do a fuck Phil festival. He literally said, I'm going to do a fuck Phil festival, triple F. And it's going to be on September 27th. And we're going to have guests. And we're going to have all this stuff going on. And we're going to fuck Phil. The 27th rolls on. And he's just streaming. And he's high as shit again. Like on his Percocets or whatever he pops. And there's people asking him, dude, you said that today was the fuck Phil festival. Like what's going on? And he's like, oh, that would take too much effort. I'd actually have to line up guests. And I'd have to schedule things. And I'd have to do this and that. And everyone's like, yeah, that's the point. Like, you work to make content that people want to see, and then they'll come and support it. So what you're saying is you don't want to work any effort into anything. You're just a lazy lump of shit. So you talked big, and then once again, you backed out. Seems like a running pattern with this fucking guy, right? He talked massive shit about me, and then he completely pussied out of everything because he's a coward and he's a fucking no-life loser who doesn't have the ability to actually get anything going, right? So I mean, this is the level of people in this sector at this point, and it's like... wow, this is what I have to deal with if I try to deal with these people, huh? So it's like, you know, so some people even said, why bring up COG? Because it's something to do. Listen, as you can tell, we're not going to dwell on this very long. I had a bunch of contributions that just came in that I need to shout out. Yeah, I don't really understand it. Like, why, if you're already unsuccessful, if you're failing, why then would you try to criticize someone who's doing better than you?
I'm the one. I'm the one with the successful YouTube channel. Me, Ree.
And joke about, I'm going to adopt the topic. No, you actually should just, like do what I'm doing if you want to make bank because it works. People get excited for positivity on the stream. Do you get it? It's a positive thing to say, I unseated someone who was a top contributor. Now I get recognition for it. That's a good positive thing. So what are you doing? Because obviously what you're doing doesn't work, which is why everyone says you're a failing, miserable failure, and your content sucks, right?
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations. Hope that you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I did. I thought it was a fun game, especially to start our horror season off. And I appreciate everyone who attended the streams and supported them, and I appreciate those of you watching on demand. Awesome stuff, right? All right, that was a good start to the horror season. I got much more horror content coming over the course of October, and of course a big Halloween marathon at the end of the month. So thank you, everyone. Casting of Frank Stone, I enjoyed it. I hope you did too, and I'll see you soon. Okay. All right, guys, we are done. It's not like they're doing it to like him. They're doing it because they like seeing him dance on strings like a puppet. That's funny. It's funny because as much as he likes to think he's not a lol cow, that's exactly what a lol cow does. That's like definition. People want to see them react in a certain way, so they prod them, and then they get the expected reaction. That's lol cow 101. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.